and welcome. It starts the recordings instead of Twitch. The views were like 0 to 1 to 0 to 1. Pretty much similar to YouTube. The highlights do better than the actual videos, but I'll do it anyway. Right. Okay. I've been doing some bits and bobs. I said bits and bobs. I was trying to get all this carbon dioxide out of the way, and I needed a way to get the CO2 over this way. And I decided to try and drain some of this water, but obviously something happened. I think it might be this block. Oh, this fish catch is pretty cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, look at that. Just that one brick can do that. Alright. Now, carbon dioxide likes to go to the right. And I'm not pissing about with all this water tankage. So, hang on though. Yeah, that being said, I mean, these do a decent job sort of anyway. Let's have a look. Sort of. Now, let's see what we got here. I got loads of Draclets, but not many hydrogen. I'm going to need hydrogen for this, and there might not be much there, but I'm going to try and get it in. Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. What I decided to do was do this, and then have 4 of these. 4 of these. Put in some wart seeds. Have a thermosensor which would turn these off when it got to a certain temperature inside this hydrogen cold environment. And then for the water pipe, I would have a pipe sensor that would say, oh god damn it, it's cold enough, you know, go. Meanwhile, I would have it loop round so that this would still be cooling while the rest of it was circulating. And it actually didn't do too badly. Let me show you. Hang on a sec. I have YouTube run some test, right? Where is it? YouTube run test. Right. YouTube run one cycle, right? I don't know if that's the right one. Yeah. I did a bit of a test with that. Mainly because I need sandbox mode to just test it. I have a laboratory test as well, but this test enables me to, check whether something works or not first, especially if it's something I've not done before. Cooling loops is something I've never done before, ever, and only get to a certain point. It's primitive, I know. No, it didn't save. All right, and let me trade the laboratory one. Whoop. Bing. Because I was working on different methods of trying different things. It equalizes the temperature amazingly well, but cooling it struggles. But it can lower a temperature ever so slightly, and I'm going to need it because my plants are starting to stifle, and if that happens, I'll lose food. You lose food, you kind of fucking, Right, here we go. Okay. This is it right here. You've got thermo pipe, shut off, and then that turns off when this room gets too cold, so we don't freeze these. I could have put polluted water in these pipes, but I don't know if I could fill the whole damn tube. See, look, it goes round while it's cooling this. When this gets 15 degrees, just... Yeah, I made that mistake last time. Keep them on. It was that one below 15, right? Ah, here we go, look. Circulate it. Circulate it. Keep it going, and boop. And that little bit of cooling then will cool. And I think it slowly builds up temperature. It's absorbing heat from around it. But it's this bit that's cooling it down. Once the whole thing's been done, once the whole loop has been cooled this way, it will eventually go down to 15 degrees. But this is what happened because I needed it up here. This is where the heat goes. If I'm cooling it down, I don't need to heat it up. I need to cool it down. So the heat rises. This is where you want to eliminate the heat from in any of the rooms, right? So if we go up here, well, right? It was here where I did a test look. Do it along there, down the middle, and along there. But I need to move up one and then put in what do you call it? Nope. Temperature plates. They work. See? And that's all I need. Just a slight loop with a bridge there. And I don't know if it's cold enough to keep all of this cool. Ignore all the shit. This is an abandoned base. This is I just test my ideas. Oh man, they really did a number, didn't they? Yeah, but this is how it should look when it's done. I also need to work on this. So we've got ladder down the left. What we got? Where's the automation? Just a hydro and a liquid vent. I think what it is I'm going to have to... Oh, God. Total backup. No, there's sand in it. Why is the pipe blocked, though? There's a question. Hang on. Is that it? Oh, there you go. Hopefully now they won't be shitting as much. But, yeah, when you're pumping in polluted water like this, right? It gets dumped in, doesn't it? I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think what it is I pump this in from elsewhere, and then it turns off when there's enough in it. It stops it overflowing. All right, fair enough. So just remember liquid vent and hydro. What's the hydro at though? 500. Okay. Whoop, back to regular. Right. So that's what I'm going for in terms of cooling. It's mainly the battery pack in the middle that fucks it up, and the coal power plant that fucks it up. However, the external areas are also fucking it up. I'm trying to get rid of all the carbon dioxide as well, and I managed to do a lot of it down here, look. You know, that got rid of all of that, but it's not going to... I would have to vac it across, and it's... let's check on the power. Which one's the most drained? 1390. This one here, I would go down here, get a... can't think of names for anything. Gas pump, right? Shove it in there. Pipe it across to this. No, pipe it across to down here or something. And just vacuum it all out. And then when it gets down to an acceptable level, maybe then that might be okay. But for now, it's not doing anyone any harm. I sealed this off, so no more water. It's still going to off gas. No, I might need more water seeds. Alright, fine. Right. Action. I remember the problem I had with this now. Trying to destroy the water so that it wouldn't get stuck. And it kept getting stuck, I remember. Okay, right. Yeah, I remember it getting stuck. Wait for it. Nope, hang on. If I can get it right. Come on. See that little bit there? 19G. I cannot get rid of it. And it's not getting rid of it. It's not killing it. It's pushing it back in, I think. 15.2.